GM Resorts NBA Summer League 2018 from Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. And tonight, a lot of entertainment.
And made him pretty uncomfortable, and he wanted more, and he wanted to, stripped it down.
And expect the growth to be gradual and not just to be overnight.
I love that Mark Jones said something about no scrutiny for NBA head coaches. You two know differently about that. The other thing is, there's incredible.
And then, by Monday, I was back on a plane here to Vegas, so it was a quick trip, but I think it was a valuable trip just to spend that time with them, and show the commitment. And he would bring us to practice and those types of things. And, for us, we used to laugh like some kids had babysitters, but we had the gym. And,
and grab their attention.
I'm going to just have you touch on another player because I am so rooting for this young man to get healthy. Harry Giles. What do you see?
Yeah. He's got a charisma about him and a big smile. He's got huge hands, can really play at the elbows, I believe. Can pass. He'll throw the ball into boxes that in his freshman year did not play last year for us. So there's a lot of rust there, a lot of timing, and find yourself as a player in the NBA, and it just takes time.
One of those processes that you certainly can't rush. About X and Y.
Well, I think in general, second-year guys, how they do in summer league their second year is a mindset. Some of them act like they don't want to be here, and that's true, to be honest with you. And to take the right mental approach, he has done that. He's been fantastic.
You talk about the prototypical pass-first point guard, but with an ability to be efficient from three-point territory. Yeah, they are centered around two quality players, and Marc Gasol and Mike Conley both
helped out when he was hurt.
And he told, I believe it was Art Cassidy Hubbard, he said the danger is, they're holding me back, right?
But he has 5 points in the ball game. It's been a couple of seasons now that Mike Conley has battled the injuries. Last year, of course, being just underway here in the second quarter. Mark Jones chopping it up courtside with Doris Burke on Coach Appreciation Day here at Summer League. Javon Carter with the foul line jumper. A monument to tough love, as a lot of coaches are, Doris.
And tough defense, which is what defines Mr. Carter. A defensive play here gets them an easy bucket.
It's towards trying to get another wing player. But that's a team with a lot of good young talent moving forward. Jones had a chance to see De'Aaron Fox a little bit earlier in Summer League play up in Sacramento. Simmons, the last game that Memphis played. Memphis 1-1 so far. Jones from the corner, and he's suddenly found the hot hand.
Being an assistant for Rick in Dallas after I'd been a head coach, we were more peers, but at the same time, he was very influential for me.
He's been actually quite kind to me. Always considered one of the outstanding X and O coaches in the league. Summer League, as you're watching this young talent, how many teams besides your own are you able to?
Man, he's 20 years old. Offensively, he's going to continue to grow and find his niche. He'll expand his outside game. He's expanded a couple times before, and being with Rick in Dallas just expanded my horizon so that when I came into now, I knew what I wanted to get done.
Believe I know, and that's significant. So.
No, I totally understand that, and sometimes you have to have the answers, even if it's the wrong one. You got to have an answer.
Yusuf Nurkic back in the fold, signing a free agent deal, which will keep him in Portland for the next several years. Justin Jackson continues to cook by 7, under a minute to go here. And off the turnover, Kings and Wayne Selden. Brown. Kings pounding the board, come away empty though. Javon Carter up court, about a 5-second difference between the shot. Game clock didn't matter. 10 seconds to go. Mason. Ref calling. Mason called for it, wouldn't get the foul. Simmons, Selden with the follow with points. Yes, the last thing that you want a coach saying about you, Doris, is that you look like you don't want to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was, Dave Yeager remarked that some guys, unfortunately, had that kind of disposition. This is a Summer League where second-year players, guys going into their third years, are trying to make their mark. And 35th pick a season ago, second-year player coming up. Justin Jackson with a nice drive. Man, he continues. Here's the Grizzlies' two-way player, Kobe Simmons. Got by Giles. And Rav again inside with this. Another guy that's going into his He's a third-year pro. He's battling for a job in some rotation minutes.
Right, and for this organization, they've talked about.
And Jackson again. Gabriel from outside, got it.
Talking about Dave Yeager, and just got to stay healthy, get repetition, get comfortable.
Here he is with the ball, and a sweeping-looking. Goodwin with the Euro step. Stephens tried to follow. Goodwin on the baseline and one. The Grizzlies trailing right now by 12, but we got to look at that staff that's been assembled by J.B. Bickerstaff as Stephens to mark. And back the other way.
Talk about great coaches, and you want to talk about a guy who's probably influenced more generations of basketball people.
Brady Heslop in the ball game for Memphis. And a nice strong move to the bucket. Carl, your son, is on the bench with the Los Angeles Lakers as a coach. You never tried to talk him out of coaching?
By many coaches in college. And, Kobe overcame a lot. Kobe wasn't highly recruited by Division I schools. I think he was highly recruited by
ESPN.
We just had a shot of Kobe sitting courtside waiting for his game.
I think I was more handsome than his Superman body, and he never lifted weights. Gary and I had a confrontation. There's no question, and if it wasn't...
He doesn't, and hasn't shown yet, is that he'll play hard every possession. And whether that's a confidence issue, the reality is, if you're him, though, you got to, and I heard Jeff Van Gundy interviewed, throw yourself into everyth else except the basketball. Play defense.
32 teams that will compete this August on Fox and Fox FS1. To learn more, visit juniornba.com/world.
3 letters NBA next to anything. You make it a global event where you're inviting teams from around the world. How special does that have an opportunity to be?
Arguably the world's strongest sports brand right now when you speak of international sports. Not just here in America. Brady Heslop from downtown out of Baylor University. Career thing. And then recently with Marc Gasol.
That's the remarkable thing about Vince Carter is how well he's taken care of his body and how much of a mentor he could be, Mark. You'll leave the arena of an NBA arena, a couple hours after the game. Guess who's in the weight room?
Both he and Manu Ginobili and Dirk Nowitzki should be at the All-Star game this coming year in Charlotte in some sort of capacity to honor 3 guys who are outstanding. 4 minutes to go. Goodwin out top, working against Jackson. Good find to Selden from downtown, and he drills it. Wayne's 15-point lead. Carter back out to Selden with the baseline jump shot. Good.
He's looked really good.
And all the time. But Chuck Daly always made sure that I had a front row seat. So, Chuck, I know you're up there listening right now, and much love to you. 1 minute to go. Mason from deep knocks down to 3. And the Sacramento Kings are going to get their first win of Summer League play as we start the tournament format tomorrow. Goodwin from deep.
I'll look forward to seeing how they see this thing, Mark Jones.
Yeah. Nice backdoor cut and dime by Mason. The Kings improved to 1-2. Memphis falling to 1-2. And there might be a little bit of time left on the clock still.
1.2 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time to get a shot up, Mark.
Yeah. There we go.